Hey folks, 828 Find Adventure here. I got another I got another mod for the 2025 Toyota 4Runner. It is load bars for the roof rack. Now this is probably going to add a little noise, even though I don't have a sunroof. It will add some wind noise. You'll hear it if you're sensitive to that, but you should really be listening to your stereo or your passengers anyways. Basically, I went with the Toyota version, and let me tell you why. Number one, the quality. It is really thick. This is actually heavy. And it attaches with these safety pins here. You've got 4 areas where you can put this load bar on those rails. And these pins lock into it before you tighten it. So, of course, being Toyota and they're all about safety, it's super secure. And these are super strong. I think these were made with the intention that they knew people were going to put a rooftop tent on, because these are really strong. They're ever so slightly bowed, but they're all just like aluminum. It does have some plastic, but it's really solid aluminum, actually, and I guess metal because it's actually heavy. It's not super light. And so with these load bars out of the box, of course you get these end caps to make it look nice, just like that. After you install it and tighten everything down, you get an Allen tool with this little odd piece of metal welded to it. I think that is to help torque it down and not go too far and strip the bolt. And then this really nice plastic tool, probably to use to pry up the end caps once you put them on. This is really nice. I'm going to use this for other things in the interior because, number one, it's black, and black plastic on black plastic mars a lot less, and it's just a real quality tool that came with it. I wish they sold these separately. Anyways, it came with some directions. I also had Toyota print out the actual install for this, install directions, the PDF, and I have those too, and that's what I'll go by. But this is pretty straightforward. I'm just going to read the directions down and just put this on, and then show you a couple of steps, that I did installing. So let's get to it. Okay, here's what comes in the box. You can see it's all the parts laid out there. Let's take a closer look. We got some end caps, some load bars, a couple of tools, and some directions. Of course, this is Toyota. It all comes packaged really nice in a box and has a good breakdown. I had the parts department print out the install directions right there at the desk, so make sure you do that. Here's the part number if you're interested. And let's take a close look at this load bar. You can see the pins. Those pins line up on the roof rails, and there is a rubber piece on both sides of this to protect the paint. You can see the Allen bolt in the center. That's for tightening it. You will need to loosen those a little bit on both sides, but don't loosen it all the way, and then you can adjust them. Again, this is where the pins go. These are the holes in the roof rails. These are the pins again with a nice rubber backing. And here are your 2 tools. You have this interior trim tool, and then you have the Allen wrench that has a piece of metal welded to it. In the directions, it shows how when you get real tight on the bolt with that, it flexes down and touches that flat piece of metal that's welded to it. You'll see what I mean, and it explains that in the directions. I just wanted to give you a quick run through of what's in the box, and let's get started. So in the directions it tells you, but right here there is an L and an F. It says left front. Yes, L, F. I imagine that's left front. So front of the vehicle, left front, and this one has an R for the right side. So let's go ahead and put this one up there. The load bars are designed a little different on the front and the back of them. I tried them both ways, and both ways seem to make wind noise, very, very slightly. I don't have a sunroof, so, with people with sunroof, it might be worse. You can still hear it a little bit, but just follow the directions, and they're labeled. One has a little sticker that says front, and that'll help you do everything. Gonna have to adjust these out a bit, it looks like. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, there are two bars. One of the bars has a, if you notice, right there, let's see. If you notice, one of the bars has this sticker right here. It says front. You put the bar up there, you get those pins aligned, it doesn't move, and then you tighten down these bolts. Because these load bars are designed different front and back, I tried the load bars both directions, and they both made wind noise, so I put them back per the directions. Now, read the directions on how to use this. So it's to get the proper torque. So as you're tightening, then you'll tighten it. And I believe this squeezes together, and that means it's torqued properly. It's kind of a weird little thing they welded on there. The bolt, it says in the directions, is fully torqued when it touches this flat piece of metal. Let me show you there. You see that? So you'll be tightening it down, and then as you get closer, see if I can show you this, you will squeeze in like that. So let's go ahead and do that. Pretty easy directions, you know. These are long bolts, so it's going to take a while to torque them down. So tighten this down. Now we're going to start torquing it, and we're going to do it until the Allen wrench touches that piece of the metal. There we go. That one's done. All right, let's go to the other side. So let's go ahead and get this torqued down. I've already tightened it up most of the way. There we go. Make sure you do not over torque it. This thing, when you tighten it up, this Allen wrench will flex and go against that piece of flat metal like that. When it does that, you're at the proper torque. Stop, just leave it, and it should be fine. You also want to make sure that they're secure in the pins. There's 2 holes and 2 pins on the load bar. It's really idiot proof, but just make sure you've checked off all those things. You wouldn't want to over tighten it without the pins being in the holes. It could break. Something could break. You know, you never know. Now we're going to put the back one on. Now remember, these are heavy. You wouldn't want to drop it on the roof of the car. It would dent it. So they recommend you can put a piece of carpet up there, a mat, a blanket, something to protect it. I'm going to hand tighten this. That helps. I'm going to go lock in the other side, and then we're going to tighten them both. These just snap on real easy. And they have right ones and left ones. There we go. All right, folks. There we have the 2025 Toyota 4Runner load bars. They were easy, pretty easy install. Just followed the directions, and they'll go on really good. It's Toyota quality and really strong. They're heavier than the aftermarket ones on eBay and Amazon, so you get what you pay for. And these are really good quality. And since I was going to put some weight on them, I just wanted to get the factory ones so they'd support it. Now you could also go with the Thule load bars and Yakima load bars with their rail grabbers or whatever they call them, but you're looking at a lot more money than the Toyota load bars. So there you go. Well, I hope you like that install of the 2025 Toyota load bars on the 4Runner. They're heavy duty. I'm pretty sure they would hold a rooftop tent. I think they're good for 200 pounds a piece. Don't count on that being the same for aftermarket, even though they say that. Aftermarket load bars are super light. They're made of extruded aluminum, so is this, but this is heavy. These are heavy duty. Um, so the aftermarket ones tend to be lighter, more for looks than they are for function. They went on easy. Read the directions. You could make a mistake. You could break something, so follow the directions. And, Toyota quality. That's what I was looking for. I'm going to use them in about a week. And, they look good too. They're shiny, kind of a glossy black. And they kind of complete the picture here. So I hope you liked the video. Please like, share, or subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And, I've got more mods coming. I've got a few things in boxes. So for the Tacoma, the 25 Tacoma, or the 25 4Runner. So please stay tuned. Please subscribe. And I will see you next time. See ya.